Welcome to this new video about Forza Horizon 6, and today is a big day because the developers have made the dream of many Forza Horizon 6 players come true. They've finally added a Toyota Prius to a Forza Horizon game. Joking aside, this car, the Prius, is a car that was actually requested quite a lot on the forums, so it wasn't really the modern Prius that was highly requested. But here they've given us the modern Prius, the 2024 model. It was mainly the first or second generation Priuses, which were quite ugly, and honestly the most well-known. They've added the modern Prius to Forza Horizon 6 via the Car Pass, making it a paid DLC. Honestly, I hope you aren't too disappointed to have paid for the Car Pass just to get a Prius. I just unlocked it and haven't explored what you can do with this car yet. I avoided spoilers to keep my reactions genuine for the video recording. I checked the car's upgrades, especially engine swaps, and found major issues. And you can really make a super powerful Toyota Prius with the upgrades it has in Forza Horizon 6. So first, we're going to test it completely stock, just to give you a little preview of how a Prius drives in Forza Horizon 6. Honestly, it's not bad to drive and accelerates better than you'd expect. Actually, the Priuses nowadays, the modern Priuses, they're nothing like the first or second generation Priuses, which were really slow and not at all powerful. Now, it's a car that, with the hybrid system, puts out 220 horsepower. And the car isn't that heavy, it's around 1,600 kilos, so honestly, it's not a bad car at all. By the way, I think in the game, they might have exaggerated its performance a bit. You see here, if I go into the car tuning section and look at the top speed, it's 254 km/h stock. Clearly, I don't think this car can actually reach 250 km/h in real life. Honestly, I think what's happening is that in Forza Horizon, the developers, or at least the game engine, don't handle hybrid cars very well. I don't want to say anything wrong, but normally, in a Toyota Prius, the electric part is really just there to handle, let's say, short trips, or low-speed trips, so you can drive, for example, in the city without using the combustion engine, and as a result, without using gasoline. Usually at higher speeds, like on the highway, the combustion engine restarts. And actually, in reality, even though the car has an electric motor and a combustion engine, I don't think that at any point the car really produces a combined 220 horsepower. I think it's more like sometimes it runs on electric, sometimes it runs on the combustion engine, and at most, it probably adds up to 140 or 150 horsepower. I think they did something a bit odd with this car's hybrid management. I think actually the game considers that it already has 220 horsepower, and on top of that, it has 220 horsepower all the time, even when you're driving flat out. And it's not really in hybrid mode anymore. Another thing about driving this car, as you can hear, there's no traditional gearbox. It's a transmission, actually it's a continuously variable transmission, like on scooters. So actually, the acceleration makes a kind of constant noise, because once you reach the optimal engine speed for acceleration, like on a Yaris for example, or I don't know, a Yaris Cross, if you ever get the chance to drive one, well, the engine speed will settle, and then the car will adjust its transmission to keep accelerating without increasing the engine speed. So, it makes the car feel a bit strange to drive in the game. Because honestly, when it comes to driving feel and suspension, it's not bad, actually pretty dynamic. I wouldn't call it sporty since purists might object, but it's decent. Definitely not junk. On the other hand, having no gearbox, no shifting, and a constant acceleration sound, the vacuum cleaner noise in the background, kind of ruins the whole dynamic aspect of it. As for pure performance, honestly, it's fine. For a C-Class car, it does 0 to 100 pretty easily. I think it's 6 seconds 0 to 100, so it works well. Cool. When you slow down though, it switches to full electric mode. You can hear the... wait. Could this be the first Forza Horizon car to simulate a hybrid system? Like right now, we're in full electric mode. I think we're in full electric mode, right? We're in full electric mode. And I think if we go over 80 kilometers per hour, actually, the gas engine kicks in. But I believe we remain in full electric mode, correct? I think it's the first time a car has done that in Forza Horizon. Let me know in the comments if you can confirm. Maybe the car is just a bit quiet. But I feel like it's just like in real life. So, I've never driven a Prius, but I have had the chance to drive a hybrid Yaris. And the hybrid Yaris does exactly that. Actually, if you accelerate, let's say, modestly at low speed, it's in all-electric mode. And as soon as you push it a bit more, the gas engine kicks in. And even at low speed, if you floor it right away, the gas engine starts up. And here, I feel like it's doing the same thing. You see, if I drive normally, I don't feel like I hear the gas engine. On the other hand, if we do the same start, then we hear it, I think. So it's pretty funny. I think it's the first time a car actually manages that in Forza Horizon. It's pretty cool. It's a little detail. But it's true that it's pretty nice, you know, to have this little thing that seems to be implemented. Again, I'm not 100% sure that's the case. Maybe the combustion engine side is so quiet that we can't hear it. But I feel like that's it. All right, we're going to the garage. We'll see if we can modify it a little. But it's true that in stock form, it doesn't drive too badly. It's not a sports car, but it's not a complete dud either. So I think there's a way potentially to make it a pretty decent car. All right, let's check out the customizations. Spoiler alert, we'll be able to swap a V10 into it. So if you like power, if you want to do some racing, you can. There's something I want to try out though. I don't know if you can keep the CVT after installing, for example, the V10. Maybe we'll try that later. If possible, it's the same, but unique in the game. All right, now we're going to upgrade it. Let's say normal, just to test the car a bit. Well, the car actually, to see how it reacts maybe in a race. There might be a way for it to go up quite a bit in performance class, you know. This Prius isn't ugly either. Unlike the old Priuses, which were really pretty ugly. This one is okay. I wouldn't say it's a masterpiece or anything. I mean, it's still Toyota, so it's functional design. The whole car is designed to use as little fuel as possible. Well, almost everything. That's what makes this Prius interesting. It's that, unlike the previous Priuses, which were really ugly because all the priority was given to using as little fuel as possible. With this car, they said, okay, let's try to change things up a bit. Let's try to make a Prius that's not too ugly, even if it means sacrificing a bit of fuel efficiency, even though it's still a car that uses almost nothing, you know? If it goes over 3 liters per 100 kilometers, that's already a lot of fuel. So it's a car that we can put in S1. I don't know if that's really useful. Honestly, in front-wheel drive, I don't think it matters at all, but I kind of want to keep the CVT, actually. I think it could be fun. And it's a car on which you can install the TRD kit, so the Prius Sports Kit. So that's pretty fun too. Then there's the Forza kit, which is a bit more extreme, actually. But there's also the Forza kit for Polaria as well, which is adjustable, by the way. Cool, but the TRD kit is also adjustable. Except for the front, it's a bit weird, but okay. All right, let's see how it goes. Considering I checked out the tuning page a bit, especially the gearbox settings. And it's a real mess. Actually, either the car is bugged, or they really tried to do some kind of hybrid-style thing. It's stupid, damn, it's ridiculous. The car works insanely well.
Damn, that's completely stupid.
We're at 250. So actually, that's exactly what I wanted to get to. I think the developers tried something with this car. Because, in fact, if you go to the settings page for this car, there are 2 gear ratios. There's not just 1 gear. Even though here, we only have 1 gear. You see, like, I'm spamming my paddle to shift gears. Nothing happens at all. Well, my paddle, that's broken, you know? If I do it with mine, it's the same. There's only 1 gear. But this, on the other hand, is a rocket. You know? But actually, in the settings page, there are 2 gears, and no matter what we do, the car reaches 250-something kilometers per hour at top speed. It's impossible to go faster, even if we have a car that's now pretty powerful. I'm not sure how much we have since I rolled the car back to Category A. Being an S1 wasn't worth it. I tested it, let's say, being as close to meta as possible, and wow, it's really weird to drive. We don't have engine braking since we can't downshift, so there's really no engine braking. I'm not sure how that works. But yeah, actually, no matter what we try to tweak through the settings page, it's impossible to get more than about 250 kilometers per hour with the car. Actually, we even get less top speed with the upgraded car than before we upgraded it. So it's really weird. On the other hand, it's true that in terms of handling, the car is honestly very, very good. Actually, it's really weird to drive because the sound is horrible, honestly. But on the other hand, the braking is incredible and the acceleration, well, it works well too since we don't have to bother shifting gears. We can just go full throttle. The car settles at the best RPM and honestly, it really packs a punch. So, surprisingly, this car isn't bad at all. In fact, it's even potentially, well, it's potentially a good car, actually. So, we'll see how it turns out later with the swaps when we go for some more extreme upgrades. But at first glance, it's okay. Like, it's acceptable, it's not bad. It's not bad. All right, now we're going to do something even more absurd. We're going to put the V10 engine in it. Well, I think we're going to put the LFA's V10 in it because I don't think there's anything more powerful. That's the YR's engine. That's the engine from a Nissan. Or no, that's the Chaser's engine. That's the Corvette's engine. That's the engine from... What's this engine? I think it's a BMW engine. Or maybe a Toyota engine, but a bit more recent. But no, it's an engine. Wait. Isn't it Alfa Masso, the super engine that makes 1,600 horsepower? I'm not totally sure. No, maybe that's not it. I think it's a 2JZ. But it's not the 2JZ from the Supra. Yes, that's it. It's good. Okay, all right. Okay, well, I was thinking, it's weird. We don't have the 1,600 horsepower, but it's just that I just didn't upgrade it like I usually do. So here, guys, we potentially have a car that makes 1,600 horsepower and has a CVT. I want to try this, even though I think it's not optimized. Just to see how the game reacts, I want to try it. Look at this. When I tell you there's something weird with this car's settings, there are actually 2 gears showing up. Well, I think driving it is going to be quite a mess. I don't really know how it's going to turn out. We're going to test it. Then, we'll put it in 4-wheel drive or something like that to really test the power. But I have to admit, 1,600 horsepower with a CVT, I think that's unique in the game. You know. Which means that potentially, this car has 2 unique things. The hybrid part managed by the game for once, and possibly, a CVT with that much power. I want to try it. Alright, let's go. Which way are we facing? I think the game didn't do us any favors. Yeah, that's fine. So obviously it's going to burn out a bit. Damn.
The
Burnout. Look in my rear view, still burning out. It's actually because the car has a CVT. So it takes an incredible amount of time to get out of the burnout, actually, to regain grip. But on the other hand, we hit 400 and we hit 400 pretty easily anyway. Wow, I don't understand anything about the game. It's epic. Look at me. I'm sure we're spinning the tires again. Yeah, we're spinning the tires. How high can it go? Honestly, even at over 300, we're still spinning the tires. It's actually pretty funny, in the end, the Prius, and I think it could reach at least a top speed of 420. If we had a straight line without any detours, right there, we could hit 420. We could go faster, but I want to test it first. We're still going to test it with 4-wheel drive. Even though, this car is really fun to drive like this, I still want to try it with 4-wheel drive, just to see how far we can go. Actually, in terms of performance right now, well, we're an S1 with 1,600 horsepower, so that would make a really good power build. But as you saw, the car can't really handle that power, so we're going to switch straight to 4-wheel drive. We'll move up to the R category. There you go, that's done, but with the 7-speed gearbox. And there we go. Let's quickly check the tuning section. And yeah, we move up, we gain about a category and a half in performance, and what do we have after that? It's going to be pretty much the same. Actually, the top speed won't really change with the 7-speed gearbox, or at least hardly at all. We'll set it up like this, it sorts out the mess a bit, but it's just to see how the thing performs. Alright, let's go. This should be quick. It does a bit better with all-wheel drive. Yeah, it gets its grip back much sooner. Here, we don't even stall. Case Casbah. So, obviously, for acceleration times, we're going to gain a lot and we're going to eat up the competition. I think we'll reach about the same top speed, maybe a bit more because we'll have had a better start. It still depends on road traffic. Right now, everyone's heading out on vacation in Forza Horizon, maybe because winter has arrived. It's manageable. I'd say it's actually not too bad in the corners. Alright, here we go. The real straightaway. 400, 410, 420. 430. Not bad, huh? It's not bad, actually. It's pretty fun to drive. Well, it would be really funny if we had a really extreme wide body kit, like an extreme customization mode for the Prius. But it's actually cool to drive. Overall, it's far from being the worst car in the group. Anyway, I want to say, in my opinion, you can't do worse than the Nissan Patrol they added last week, which really isn't the worst anymore, actually. So, there you go, little Prius. Pretty nice. Handles pretty well, a bit of custom work, some unique things in the game, it's pretty cool. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this little review video of the Prius. Feel free to leave a like and subscribe. See you soon on YouTube for the next live streams, and use Prime to support my Twitch channel. And don't forget to use my Astronym link in the video description, which lets you buy your games for less while supporting my channel. See you very soon for the next one. Bye.